Hey Yeez World, I am back with another video. Today we're gonna go over my holiday guide to all of the handbags you should consider during this holiday season. I wanted to put together this video because when we're shopping for, a loved one, whether it's sister or mother, or maybe you're putting it on your wish list for your spouse to buy you a handbag, you might want to keep it under $500. Just my thought here, because if I have asked my boyfriend or my parents to buy me an extremely expensive bag, let's just say it's $2,000, $4,000, or even $1,500, I would feel obligated to keep that bag. Even, and as you know, I like one in and one out, multiple ins, multiple outs, right? With my panic selling and everything. Bags, I could stay there forever, but not necessarily all the time. They do fall out of favor with me. And then when it comes time, I don't like holding on to bags that I don't use anymore. So I like to let them go. Now, if somebody I love spent $1,500 on me, I would have a hard time letting them go. So I thought this would be fun just to, have that lower mid-range price range where one, I'm not afraid to use it because it's not like a super expensive bag. I would wear it every day, and whoever gave that bag to you or me giving it to somebody, I would be very happy to see them use it very often, get that cost per wear down. And it's just something that you have a piece of memory. Oh, my sister gave this to me and I wear it every single day. They would love that. So that's the thought process behind it. But let's just get right into the first category, which are the bags I do have. And the second category are the bags I don't have, but I would love to receive. So let's get right into it. One more thing I like to add is that you always want to look at the return policy, because during the holiday season, you want to make sure you get your purchases in time. However, you need to pay attention to the return policy. A lot of these brands I'm talking about are indie brands, so they don't have the capacity or the money to kind of have the free-for-all Nordstrom return policy. Just keep that in mind. I will give you an update of what their current return policy during the holiday season. Some of them are just the same old, return policy. Others do have extended policy. So I'll include as much as I can for you. And everything I'm talking about is going to be linked down below. But double check their return policy just so you're aware and not be caught by surprise. And things could change from the time I upload this video. The first bag is from Away. I did purchase this a while back. I just never got around to unboxing it. But I think this is super adorable, a great gift, and it's not even going to hit the $100 mark. And this is how it comes packaged. It does come with a really nice dust bag and a box so that you can easily gift wrap it. I'm terrible at wrapping presents. Usually they end up looking like Frankenstein when I wrap for like my nieces. It's atrocious. But when it does come in a box like that, I'm actually a little bit better. So this is a beautiful presentation from the luggage company Away. Again, I've talked about Lululemon and the belt bag. That is a very popular gift for especially, the people who are on the go, but I think it's been overdone. So this is a very reminiscent of the Rimowa luggage. So when it comes to their crossbody, this is adorable. And someone was toting, or I saw online saying how this is the next Lululemon belt bag craze and how it's going to go viral. I don't think so, because this is I think it's a acquired taste, but I think it's adorable. But this is going to be a crossbody where it's got that hard shell luggage that we all know and love from Away luggage. And then it comes with a crossbody strap. The interior is just going to be 2 open compartments and then 1 smaller slip compartment where I guess you could put credit cards and whatnot. So it's just a really simple one, very casual, something that you can wear to go. And for me, I like this way better than the Lululemon belt bag because one, you can actually adjust the strap to make it look like a belt bag, but it's just a little box. Oh, it reminds me of the Rimowa and Dior collaboration. That's what it was. That was hanging out in my head, but couldn't get it out. I like this one a little bit better because I know July, the other luggage company, also has something very similar to that, but I was reading reviews on it and it was just not as sturdy as this one because how the crossbody strap attaches to the July one is a little leather or cloth strap and it ripped off for a lot of people who left reviews on the website. So I decided to go with this one because this one has the metal built-in like D-ring onto the bag itself. So I think this is a fantastic option for under $100. And they come in all kinds of different colors. I'm gonna go super fast here. I've done a lot of reviews on all of these bags that I do have in my collection. Of course, I have a tendency of making my videos an hour long, so let's not do that to you today. This one is going to be from W Concept. Like I said, make sure to remember to check all of the return policy. I will link everything down below along with what I found on their return policy. So W Concept has a great return policy. When it comes to the mini Astra that I got from W Concept, I think this is a fantastic option. The leather is buttery soft. The colors are just so gorgeous. If you want something like a Luna bag, I think this is a fantastic option. My favorite feature of this particular bag is that you can turn it into a crossbody and or a shoulder bag. And then when it comes to the strap itself, you can actually just tuck it away, and it's such a versatile bag for a great, fantastic price, and the colors are beautiful. So I really love this bag. The next one is going to be my Leo et Violet Gianni bag. I recently talked about this when I was talking about my flat bag, so I did feature that where I go into a lot more detail. So I'll make sure to link those videos down below as well for you. But this is a very well constructed bag for the price. Again, all under $500, right? And then you can see the turn lock, which I think is the most special feature, where you can twirl it around. And it's just very unique, and it's an everyday bag. You can turn this into a crossbody and or a shoulder bag with a different strap, which I still can't find. And it's got a back pocket. So this is adorable, and I wear it quite often when I first got it, and I'm putting it back on my rotation. The next one is also from W Concept, where it's like the Miu Miu dupe when it comes to the bowler bag with the massive Miu Miu logo. This is an alternative to that. If you don't like big logos, the Miu Miu kind of like flashy in your face, and you just like the silhouette, which this is also a very classic silhouette, and it's made of real leather. Everything I'm talking about today is going to be made of real leather. I'm not for that pleather life. And I've used this quite a bit, and this is the perfect bag to have all kinds of bag charms on it, just because that's the Miu Miu style. And of course, it is a simple bag where you can attach different charms on there if you want. Not so much a charm person, but I think for this particular bag, I've been wearing it with the charm and it just works fantastic. It does come with a crossbody strap, and the brushed gold hardware is beautiful. For the price that this bag is, it's just fantastic, because the Miu Miu ones are what, 2,000, 3,000? I don't even know. It does come with a little pocket here, so if you need to put your credit card and have easy access, it's fantastic. It also comes with this strap, which I never use. That's actually where I put my little Stanley Cup dupe charm on here as well. And it's got feet at the bottom. Just a very high constructed, adorable bag that you can wear casually or to dinner, and it's just a very versatile option. Yeah, Q butt right here. Oh, she's mad. If you want another Parisian brand, I did do a review on the RSVP Paris Munchkin bag. I can't believe how well priced this one is, under $500 with this Munchkin bag, because I love mock croc, and it's going to be in this beautiful blue navy color with gold hardware. I can't say enough good things. At first, when I saw this brand, I was like, meh. But then when I got it in my hands, it is just a completely different experience on how well constructed this bag is. It is going to be a mini bag, very similar to this one. This one actually fits a lot more. However, it is a little bit more, hard. It's not hard. It's just, not as easy to access as this one, even though this one fits a little bit less. It does come with a beautiful crossbody strap, which I have two of them. One of them belongs to the other bag, which we'll go over in a second here. But the details, the devil is in the details, because you can see the built-in magnets where it actually creates a very seamless kind of look. And the magnets are fantastic. It is so strong. No feet at the bottom. I just think this, if anybody were to get this as a present, I think they would be thrilled to get this as a present. And it smells great. So this bag is where the strap was hanging out in the RSVP bag. I talked about Atelier Auguste nonstop recently, so I won't blab on this, but this is the mini Marley in the mock lizard. So if you don't like the mock croc, here's one with mock lizard. I don't know if these are very limited runs with Atelier Auguste, just because they were mom and pop shop. Company of 7 people. I did a whole entire interview with the co-owner or president of the company. So if you haven't seen that video, go check that out. Very intriguing. Love having that conversation with him and just getting an insight of what it takes to run a company and all the details, right? So the Mini Marley was my first Atelier Auguste, and I've been loving this bag. I've said this, where this is kind of the Celine belt bag dupe. And it just, at the price range it is, I feel like why spend $2,000 on a Celine bag when you can get an easily accessible bag compared to the Celine belt bag. Even though I still love my Celine, Celine will always have a place in my heart. But if you're not looking to spend $2,000 on something like that, this is a fantastic option under $500. The magnets are incredibly strong. It's got feet, a top handle, an adjustable strap. Interior is fantastic. It also zips up like the Celine belt bag. Again, I'm just kind of thinking like, if I were to receive any of these bags as Christmas presents, I would be thrilled. That's why I decided to put this one on the list as well. Full reviews on these bags are going to be linked down below. I've created an entire playlist, so if you want to hear me talk about every single little detail, go check out that playlist. The next two are going to be from the brand Horse. It's an Australian brand. I've talked about this to death, so I'm not going to talk your ear off about this. But if you're looking for, and if you're new here, this is going to be what they tote as the Loewe puzzle dupe for under $200. Well, depending on the day and the currency that you're looking at, it's around the $200 range, well under the $500 range. And I just love this particular bag because of the slouchiness, the functionality of it, the top handle, the long shoulder strap. It is so easy to access your bag where you just rip it open. And of course you got the built-in magnets that is very seamless. I just check multiple boxes when they have built-in magnets. And I've had this one since, I wanna say spring of this year, and the slouch has definitely set in and it just looks beautiful. I filmed this bag around like just in the car, on the floor, and it has held up beautifully. Many of you have reached out to me saying there's a chemical smell with their particular bags. I'm so sorry that you have to go through that, but I bought 6 bags from the Horse and none of them had any chemical smell, no shoe polish smell. They just smell like leather to me. So I don't know what's going on with the company or what the new batches are, but hopefully they'll fix that issue soon. It's kind of like certain colors, I would say. Hopefully you get one because I think this is just the most bang for your buck that you could possibly ask for. Karate chop, karate chop. When it comes to the mini, the slouch hasn't set in, but I don't think that's gonna happen just because it's a mini bag. And of course, you know, you put your stuff in there, it fills it all to the top. And I don't know if I'm gonna keep this bag just because this is a totally me issue. My hands are massive, so it's really hard for me to get in and out of the bag, which I'll talk a little bit more on in a different video because we have a lot more to get through. But what I've been doing is this. This is what I do with this bag. I have 3 more bags to go over, including this one, before I head into my second list of all the bags that I don't have but would love to receive. And if you are new here, love for you to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell for every single time I upload so that you don't miss out on all of the good deals. And of course, follow me on Instagram because that's usually where I post most of the deals I find for you. And bag of the day, I love doing bag of the day. So love for you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you in some other videos as well. Songbong, I've talked about this. People have reached out to me and said that their leather is not as great, but I think this mini song bag is so durable, and the leather, yes, it's not soft like the Horse right here. It's a different kind of feeling, but this bag I also have thrown around like it's toss in the car, toss on the streets. Okay, not toss on the streets, but toss on the chair. You know, it's just a hardy bag. Like I don't feel scared to use this bag even when I'm taking my dogs to the vet where they could possibly jump on me and put, you know, their nails on this bag. They have done that and it has well held up incredibly beautifully. Like there's not a single scratch. I could literally go like that and not expect to see a scratch out on it as well. So it feels very powdery, but I think this bag is phenomenal. Is it the most high quality bag? No, but it's like $200. What more do you want to ask for? The design itself is gorgeous. The color is gorgeous. The strap, it's so functional. It's very well built. Again, you know I'm a sucker for built-in magnets. So, and I did do a demonstration of where I throw a bunch of stuff in here and shook it up upside down and nothing came out. That's how well built this bag is. So I think it just comes down to a personal preference. But again, this one came in a beautiful box, beautiful presentation, lovely dust bag. So again, if a person, a friend, your mother were to receive this in as a Christmas present, I don't think they're like, oh my God, I can't believe you got me this bag. It's terrible. Why would you get me this bag? Nobody's going to say that. The next bag is going to be my Maison Kitsune Eddy bag. I did a review on this recently, so I won't talk too much about this as well. However, this is a classic box bag that the silhouette is just very universal, I think. And what is the fun pop of color? No. The fun pop of this bag is going to be the little fox here. And the opening is just flip this open and then you can open the bag. It has a crossbody strap that is detachable and adjustable. So if you want to switch it out with a different chain strap, which I don't recommend because this is a pretty casual bag. And I think casual bags are the way to go sometimes for gifts, because then someone who receives it can actually use it quite often, right? As opposed to be like, well, I need to get super fancy before I use that bag. And then it just sits on the shelf for months on end collecting dust because they're looking for the right opportunity to wear it, right? In my opinion, now that I'm thinking about it, casual bags as gifts are excellent choices. This one is one open compartment, got a couple credit card slots, a front compartment and a back compartment. It does not have a back compartment where you can put your cell phone, but again, I've said this before, it is a very easily accessible bag, so it's not a deal breaker for me to have a back pocket right there. It only comes in 2 different colors as of right now. This is a new release bag, and the black one I believe is sold out. No, the burgundy one is sold out. The black one is still available, but this is going to be an iconic bag from Maison Kitsune, and I'm here for it because the fox is just super adorable. And this bag just reminds me of that song where back in the day, my friend and I would just be sitting on the couch and all of a sudden we're just watching TV and all of a sudden she would say, "What does the fox say?" And I don't even look at her. I just go ding, 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 ding. And we just died laughing. You know, you have that one friend, like you just vibe together. You're on the same level of weird energy. Yeah, that's what we did. The last one on the first portion of my list is going to be the Dress Up Your Purse Paris Petite. I forget what it's called. There's all of the Paris options I think are fantastic options for you to purchase as gifts because it's got that classic, you know, Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis silhouette. It is under $300. I forget. I have a coupon code. You can use it, 15% off. And they do go out of stock quite often. So if you see it in a color that you want, definitely jump on it. There's like 4 or 5, 6 different colors. This one in particular is going to be in the navy with the gold hardware. I'm a sucker for navy with gold hardware. I think it's just like the perfect combination. But I don't need to talk about this either just because this has been talked to death. But in my 2 cents, I think it's a fantastic bag that is well constructed. Does it smell like leather? No, but it is leather and you don't have to worry about it going into the rain. You don't have to worry about snow, the elements, so to speak. It is a hard wearing bag for the price that it is. Fantastic option. It does come with a leather strap. It also comes with the canvas cloth strap, which I actually have been wearing with this one instead, just because this is a little bit of a heavy bag. So I think the cloth strap makes it all the better by not having so much weight on your shoulders. The zipper compartments are fantastic. So overall, this is just a solid one. Again, Melody has updated her packaging so that if you do receive it in the mail, it comes with a nice dust bag. It comes with a box, easy to wrap. Not do the Frankenstein job I usually do on gift wrapping, so you don't have to worry too much about that. I think another great option if you want to buy this for a loved one. Moving on to the bags I don't currently have. The first one is going to be from Cuyana. I've had Cuyana bags before and their leather is just fantastic. The 3 that I am interested in, and I think you should be interested, is going to be the double loop bag. It is a versatile bag, it's a casual bag, and it seems like it's very well constructed and their leathers are just fantastic. Under $500, I think this is a classic silhouette, very classic looking, not a whole lot of logos, and I think this is something that, you know, they can wear to work, you can wear to work, you can wear to a great brunch, whatever it is. Fantastic option. The Ola bag has my heart. This is going to be a more special occasion bag, And the hardware on the top, it kind of reminds me, very similar to also the Nova bag. It reminds me of the Bottega, the sardine bag, right? But this one is more sculptural, still very classy looking. You can't wear this on a daily basis, but I might have to buy this one. I don't know. I love it. Now, going back to the casual side here, it's going to be the MZ Wallace Quilted Madison Shoulder Bag. Now, I've bought a number of MZ Wallace bags, and they're great bags. They're well constructed. It's nylon. Usually I go for leather, but if I want a nylon, I feel like MZ Wallace has great options. But I found that I actually don't like that quilted look. It is too busy for me. So that's why I ended up letting it go. Just too many like crisscrosses happening right now with the bags. But when I saw this one, it's in the large print. It's kind of like how Louis Vuitton is, right? There's monogram everywhere, and it's just too busy for me. I have a on the go in the medium size in the larger print en print, where it's kind of like blended in. But when it comes to this MZ Wallace one, the quilting is much bigger. So I feel like one, it's more elegant, and two, it's less busy so that your eyes are just not like, what is happening with your bag right now? There's so much going on. So I think this is a fantastic option. It is going to be very versatile. If you want to use the chain, you can. If you want to take it off for a more seamless look, you can. So it's kind of a dress up, dress down look. Another great option. The next one is from Senreve. I do have their regular Aria belt bag, which is the most versatile bag you can think of. And the hardware, the leather is fantastic, super hard wearing. When they came out with this mini one, again, another great alternative and a more high class, elevated look when it comes to wearing a belt bag that can also be turned into a shoulder or crossbody bag. I think that's fantastic as well. When it comes to Staud, I have a number of Staud, and I think Staud is kind of an underrated brand because they do come out with like these cool girl designs, and they're fantastically priced. The Mini Shirley, which I do have in the pet collection, where it's cute, you know, with her face on there. So it's more of a art deco piece to me. I'm not using that. But if you were to buy the Mini Shirley as a mini tote to wear as a crossbody without your pet on there, where you don't be like, I don't want the paint to come off, right? I think it's a fantastic option as an everyday bag. I think you can also wear it to dinner. It's kind of a multi-function bag. Then there's the Valerie bag in the suede. I think this is fantastic. If you want to jump on that suede trend, which I am totally living my suede era, I got a couple more suede pieces to show you later. Anyways, this is another one where you don't have to spend like the row money and get a suede bag for $4,000 and then realize you don't really like suede. Whereas the Valerie, it's a couple $100. It's a suede bag. And if it doesn't work out, you're now out for $3,000, $4,000, right? Then you've got the May Bowler bag, which I think this is a new release that they have with the whole, big bag trend. And I think their spin on it is fantastic. It is a gorgeous, very elegant looking bag with a little bit of twist in there. Also, if you need a tote, their Grande tote has like the top handle and the long strap. Another fantastic option for not a whole lot of money. If you want to get the suede option, totally go for it. Very on trend. The next one, oh my goodness, you guys are going to be so shocked. These words are coming out of my mouth in a positive way. Yes, I'm talking about Marc Jacobs. I've poo-pooed them left and right, but this one, the dual bag, this is what Marc Jacobs should be doing. It is classy looking. The hardware is true, like the design is true to what Marc Jacobs used to be, in my opinion. And it does come in multiple colors. I never doubted. The Marc Jacobs leather and their craftsmanship has been fantastic from what I remember. And of course, I've touched it at, department stores or their outlets and whatever. Very well constructed bag. I just hated the design, the tote bag, the duffel bag. But coming back to elegance, elevating their brand, they need to release more of these bags that look fantastic. So I think if you want a Marc Jacobs, get this one. The next one is going to be Status Anxiety. The one, I think all of their price range, I can't speak to the quality of this, but I keep coming back to the Revere bag where it kind of looks like the open bag, but the open is just like, it's okay. I still have it in my collection, but I think this one is much bigger, so you can fit a lot more than the open bag. So I wouldn't recommend the open bag as of right now. The Status Anxiety one is one, much cheaper, and two, feels a lot more functional. So if you like that asymmetric look, fantastic options, comes in multiple colors. Personally, I like the baby blue. I'm kind of like in my blue, green, and burgundy era. Yeah. Next one is going to be from And Other Stories. So I still don't have a bag from them. When I visited Stockholm back a couple years ago, I did stop by the And Other Story, which is where And Other Story is from. That's their, it's the same conglomerate as H&M. This is like the next higher brand in the H&M umbrella, if you're not aware. And their leather bags are actually fantastic when I touch them in store. So the two I recommend is going to be their large braided totes. If you want that Bottega look without the Bottega price, I think this is a fantastic option. The whole fold over is just a really easy access. Clearly you can see I like that particular style. Hopefully you do too. Then there is the sculptural buckle leather bag. Another leather box bag if you're looking to add that classic silhouette with a super cool design. I don't know how well that's gonna hold up in terms of scratches, but I think it's beautiful, simple, very Scandinavian where it's sculptural but yet simple at the same time. And it's only 200 bucks. The next one is another French brand from Le Teneur. I can't pronounce anything. So the one that caught my attention is the rose in the small size. Very classic silhouette, a little bit more geometric, which you might like, or maybe you like the Scandi look, I don't know. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. But I do like the enclosure, the hardware. I think it's another fantastic option when it comes to leather bags. So something to keep a lookout for. The last brand I want to go over is called Gaia. Nobody talks about this brand. I'm just a little curious. Why? I mean, yes, their designs are a little bit out there, but I think they're beautiful sculptural pieces. Instead of buying sculptural pieces from like, you know, Bottega or wherever, where you're spending thousands of dollars, most of these bags are around the $400-500 mark. And if you're gonna buy a super unique, you know, sculptural piece and kind of a statement piece, I think called Gaia is a fantastic option. And the Soline Mini is, if you like shearling, I think it comes in different like variations, but the shearling, personally, I don't really like shearling bags. That's just a dog hair magnet. And I feel like it's gonna get matted if you don't, you know, take care of it properly. And that's just too much work for me. I don't want to deal with that. But I think it's a really cute one with the metal on top and the fuzziness at the bottom. It's a nice contrast. The next one is going to be the Malvi shoulder bag. This one, again, the asymmetrical look, but then it's got a really cool curvature on there. And the hardware looks beautiful, it's very sculptural. So I think this is a really nice going out to dinner piece, but then you can also wear it when you're going shopping. It's pretty versatile with another twist to it. So I think it's a fantastic option. The other one is going to be the Kezia bag. And this is definitely going to be a statement piece. At $400, why not? I mean, this is a flat bag, but then it's got really cool designs on it, comes in multiple colors. I think this is a cool piece to add. And last but not least, this is the Azaria suede. Well, it comes in different variations too, but this is another cool bag. I think going to a wedding, going to dinner, and just have that talking, like a conversation starter piece. This is beautiful. And of course it's under $500. So not your typical everyday bag, but I think called Gaia is doing fantastic things, but nobody's talking about it. And I just like, why? Let's talk about cool sculptural pieces instead of the, you know, typical like dupes that are done over and over again. Don't mind me. Like I've talked about designer look for less, but there's only so much you can talk about it. Whereas these sculptural pieces are actually, let's have a conversation about it. What would you do differently? How would you design that? That is something I've never seen before, right? I don't know, that's just me rambling here. In any case, I hope that gives you a couple of ideas on what to look for, what kind of designs are out there. If you're shopping for yourself, if you're asking, you know, putting together your own wish list and you're handing it to your husband or whatever, like pick one, surprise me, right? It'll be interesting to see what they pick, like a sculpture one or like an everyday design. I feel like they get like super nervous, like if they have a whole entire list, like, oh my God, you know, analysis by paralysis, like, is she gonna use this? Is she gonna use that? Or should I get her more functional or get a cool sculptural piece, right? I could just imagine like my boyfriend like looking at the list like, oh my God, why is she doing this to me? Any case, life is hard. I want to help you save time and money so that you can adult easier and hopefully less than retail. Did I say that right? I'm in such a rush today.